History of Verizon Communications. Verizon Communication Incorporation, based in New York City and incorporated in Delaware, was formed on June 30, 2000, with the merger of Bell Atlantic Corporation and GTE Corporation. Verizon began trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the VZ symbol on July 3, 2000. It also began trading on the Nasdaq exchange under the same symbol on March 2010. While Verizon is truly a 21st century company, the merger that formed Verizon were many years in the making, involving companies with roots that can be traced to the beginnings of the telephone business in the late 19th century. Government regulation largely shaped the evolution of the industry throughout most of the 20th century. Then, with the signing of the Telecommunication Act on February 8, 1996, federal law directed the shelf to make market-based policies. This promise of a new communication marketplace was a driving force behind Verizon's formation.
The beginning of Verizon Wireless. On September 21, 1999, Bell Atlantic and London-based Vodafone AirTouch announced that they had agreed to create a new wireless business with a national footprint, a single brand, and a common digital technology, composed of Bell Atlantic's and Vodafone's U.S. wireless assets. This wireless joint venture received regulatory approval in 6 months. The new Verizon brand was launched on April 3, 2000, and the wireless joint venture began operations as Verizon Wireless on April 4. GTE's wireless operations became part of a Verizon Wireless, creating the nation's largest wireless company. The Bell Atlantic GTE merger closed nearly 3 months later. Verizon then became the majority owner of Verizon Wireless, with the management control of the joint venture. When Verizon Communications began operations in mid-20, the leaders of the Bell Atlantic and GTE shared management responsibility for the company. Former GTE chairman and CEO Charles R. Chuckley became Verizon's founding chairman of the board and co-CEO, while former Bell Atlantic CEO Ivan Seidenberg became Verizon's founding president and co-CEO. In coordinates with the leadership transitions plan announced at the time of the merger, Lee returned from Verizon in 2020. In accordance with the leadership transition plan announced at the time of the merger, Lee retired from Verizon in 2002. In 2011, Seidenberg retired as chairman and CEO. And Lowell C. McAdam, who became CEO in August 2011 and chairman on January 1, 2012. McAdam was Verizon's president and COO before becoming CEO. And recent Verizon history. Verizon Communications was added to the Dow Jones Industrial Average in 2004. Verizon has regional presence in wireline and national presence in wireless markets, with well more than 10 million Americans connecting the Verizon network daily. Verizon is also a leading provider of advanced communications and information technology solutions to the large business and government customers worldwide. Completed in June 2015, Verizon began the next chapter in the company's history, with intentions to become the #1 global media technology company of creators, advertisers, and consumers on a mobile-first network platform. Over 100,000 people was employed under Verizon and generated nearly $132 billion in 2015 and ranked 15 in the Fortune 500. Verizon operated America's most reliable wireless network with more than 112 million retail connections worldwide. Verizon provides communications and entertainment services over America's most advanced fiber optic network. The company's headquarters is located at 1095 Avenue of the Americas in New York City, and it has a major operations hub, the Verizon Center in Basking Ridge in New Jersey. In 2014 and 2015 alone, Verizon invested a total of nearly $35 billion to maintain, upgrade, and expand its technology infrastructure. Verizon's strong cash flow from operating activities has enabled the company to invest in growth areas, particularly broadband and wireless, even as the company has maintained a healthy dividend. In September 2016, Verizon's board of directors approved
Timeline for wireless investment and growth of Verizon Communication. This 2015 Verizon network investment wireless worth of $110 billion. This is additional for major spectrum. It shows or exhibit the products or company that built to those year from year of 2008 to 2015. March 2008, National Spectrum Footprint. August 2008, Rural Cellular Corporation. January 2009, the Altel. December 2010, launched the 4G LTE. December 2011, Advanced Wireless Spectrum. January 2015, FFC completed an auction that had a 65 MHz of worth 10. Wireline and Global Services of Verizon Communication. Wireline Services, its consumer segment that provides wireless and wireline communication services. At meron din siya itong timeline from 2004 to first quarter of 2016. 2004, nakapag-industry leading initiative ng fiber optic, basement internet, and video services. Tapos, August 2004, nakapag-sale siya ng FIOS sa, ito siya, ayan, internet services sa Duluth suburb of Killer, Texas. At September 2005, nakapag-selling din siya ng video services na naghahalagang $5.8 million. Ayan, mga $25 billion deployment ng Verizon Fiber.
What is acquisition? An acquisition is one company purchase most or all of another company's shares to gain control of that company. So I'm gonna discuss the acquisition of Verizon in other company. So first, it's the Yahoo and AOL. Its purchase of Yahoo, which follows its acquisition of AOL in May 2015. Yahoo and AOL popularized the internet, email, search, and real-time media. In the online advertising business, Verizon faces two main competitors, Google and Facebook. The second one is the LQD Wi-Fi, develops smart cities and ubiquitous Wi-Fi, providing cities with new outdoor hubs of social technology. Verizon has acquired Internet of Things, or IoT, Startup Sensitive System, a company that provides smart LED lights for streets, airports, malls, and more. Verizon Digital Media Services has announced an agreement to acquire Volicon, a provider of compliance monitoring solution for the broadcast industry. After buying Yahoo, Verizon has signed an agreement and has announced the acquisition of Ireland-based Fleetmatics. It offers both web-based and mobile application services that provide fleet operators with information on vehicle location. The next discussion is about the divestiture. So what is divestiture? In finance, divestment or divestiture is defined as disposing of an asset through sale, exchange, or closure. Mangyayari ang divestiture kapag na-dispose na nila ang mga assets sa pamamagitan ng selling, exchanging, or pagsasara o di kaya dahil sa bankruptcy. Kahit na malaki ang kumpanya ng Verizon, nakakaranas pa rin sila ng pagkalugi, kaya kailangan nila magbenta ng kanilang asset para makabawi. Kaya nagkakaroon sila ng transaction sa iba't ibang company. Verizon sold its interest in telecommunication providers in the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela in 3 separate transactions to American Mobile.
Bell Atlantic Corporation, Verizon Communication Inc. o mas kilala ngayon bilang Bell Atlantic Corporation ay naitatag noong 1983. It was one of the companies that can be traced back to Bell System. An organizational structure of AT&T, isa rin ito sa pinakamalaking private company sa US na merong 1 milyong empleyado. The Bell System is legally sanctioned, regulated monopoly under the Communication Act of 1934 na merong objective na maging available ito sa lahat ng tao sa US at maging kagamit-gamit nationwide. Noong January 1, 1984 ay nagkaroon ng malaking problema ang kumpanya. At sa gitna ng AT&T and US Department of Justice ay na-file ang antitrust lawsuit against the company for unlawfully monopolizing the telecommunication market. Kaya ito ay nawala ng 13 years at nag-end ang kasong ito noong 1982. At ang Bell Atlantic Corporation ay isa sa mga 7 kumpanya na naging resulta ng pagkawala ng AT&T split. Bell Atlantic and NYNEX. Ang NYNEX ay isa sa mga 7 RHC companies na formed pagkatapos ng divestiture or ang pagtanggalan ng mga kumpanya. It was composed of the New York and New England telephone companies operating in the states of Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Rhode Island, and Vermont. In 1987, the Federal Communication Commission approved the $23 billion merge between Bell Atlantic Corporation and NYNEX. Bell Atlantic was retained as the name of the new company, and the main office ay sa New York. Raymond W. Smith of Bell Atlantic siya ay naging isang chairman pagkatapos ma-emerge ang dalawang kumpanya. At ang Vice Chairman President at Chief Operating System ay si Ivan G. Seidenberg. Noong nag-retired si Raymond W. Smith, ay si Seidenberg ay assumed as a chairman and CEO of the company, and the merger of the Bell Atlantic and N1AX is the beginning of present Verizon Wireless.
The Bell system was the system of companies led by the Bell Telephone Company and later by AT&T that dominated the telephone services industry in North America for 100 years from its creation in 1877 until its antitrust breakup in the early 1980s. GTA Corporations ranked as the world's third largest publicly owned telecommunication company in 1996. GTE's strategy for the mid to late 1990s focused on technological enhancement of wireline and wireless systems, expansion of data services, global expansion, and diversification into video services.
MCI was founded as a microwave communication incorporation. MCI is the second largest U.S. provider of long-distance telecommunication services. MCI serves large and diverse clients including large companies, large corporations, local, state, and the federal government agencies, small businesses, and individual customers. AUL Form called America Online one of the largest internet access subscription service companies in the United States, providing a range of website services for users. AUL was one of the first companies to establish a strong sense of community among its users through buddy lists and instant messaging services which transits billions of messages daily.